So separating your legs wide apart, at least one leg length apart. And turning your left toes out to the side. Bend your left knee. Bring your left elbow down. And then right arm is going over to the floor on the inside of your left foot. Dropping your right knee down and looking up. Take some deep breaths, exhaling to allow your right hip to sink towards the floor. Tucking your toes under and lifting your left arm up. Hold it there, breathe, getting a little twist here. And dropping the left hand down again. Straightening the legs, walking over to the other side. And now bending your right knee, drop the left knee down, top of the foot down. And taking deep breaths, exhaling to allow your left hip to sink towards your mat. Keep your chest lifted, chin up. And tucking your toes and lifting up your right arm, twisting, looking back. And dropping the hand down again and walking the hands back to center, hands to the hips and standing up. And now coming down onto hands and knees. Take your right knee in between your hands. And sitting up tall, walking the hands back, lifting up the chest. This is pigeon pose. If you can imagine puffing out your chest like a pigeon. You can link your hands together behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take some deep breaths, getting a good stretch for the chest. Some strengthening for the back. And trying to keep your hips square to the front, so not sitting over on your hip. And then walking the hands forward and then dropping the head down onto your hands or onto the floor. And then walking the hands back again. Now, if you like, you can move your heel out there. This requires a lot of flexibility, so that if that's not possible for you, it's not important. It's just for people who are extra flexible to give them something else to do. So good. Now we bend the back leg and pull it towards your bum. And as you can see, what I did was I took my foot and I brought it into the crook of my elbow. Again, this is for the flexible people. Otherwise, you're just pulling that heel in towards your bum and then trying to turn the chest forward as well. And now again for the flexible people. Otherwise, you just keep holding there, keep breathing through. This is the full pigeon pose. The king pigeon. And then everybody release forward and relax. Just a little rest for the back here. So it is quite a bit of strengthening for the back. Good. And then releasing that, coming up onto hands and knees again. This time bringing the left knee in between the hands and trying to keep the hips square and sitting down as much as you can. So my hip is down towards the floor. If your hip is nowhere near the floor, that's perfectly fine. Just stay where you are, breathe through, and never ever push yourself because your muscles will revolt against you. It's true. When we try to stretch, you can link your hands together, press out the chest. When we try to stretch and we push the muscles, they will actually work against us, so we get less flexibility. And I'm just demonstrating there that you could move the foot out if you're extra flexible. Otherwise, just keep holding. Good. And now folding forward and relax. And then walking the hands back up again. And bending the back knee. So now here, first position is just simply to pull the heel in towards the bum. Next option is the foot into the crook of the elbow and linking the hands together. And then that final position was the full pigeon, which you can try if you'd like as well. Otherwise, you just stay in the position that you're comfortable in, holding it there. The longer we hold the poses, the better. And then everyone folding forward. Relaxing here, relax the back. It's a good stretch for the front of the thigh. And then coming back up, round your back up to the ceiling again, getting a good stretch for your back. And resting in child's pose. Any variation of child's pose that's comfortable for you. You can have the arms back and the palms up, or you can take hands under your forehead or fists stacked one on top of the other under your forehead. Knees can be together or apart. Relax. And slowly roll up to sitting. Namaste.